How you doing, YouTube? This is the morning after a failed wild camp. So, I wasn't a happy bunny. Do I want to talk about it? Probably not, just at the minute. Still processing it. But to be fair, in the years that I've been wild camping, this is probably only the second time that I've had a failed wild camp. But it happens, and you just got to chalk it down to experience, and I'll learn lessons from the last time. Hey, Bonnie, say hello, because of you. Yeah, it was. I took the dog. She's 7 months old, and there was sheep up on the Longmin. That's where we went to. We walked part of the car up at Pole Bank, walked over to the location where I set up the tent, and very quickly realised it just isn't going to work. She was just in between the guide ropes, being a puppy, so it's not her fault, but I was like, this is not going to work. So, and she was eyeing the sheep up as well, wouldn't you? So packed up and come back. So I probably walked about 6 miles yesterday with the pack that weighs, well, I weighed it, it was 39 pound. So, but anyway, draw a line, job done. So today, I've got a bit of time off because I had 2 days off, so I don't want to totally waste my second day. I'm going to do a video of how to use the Trangia Multi-burner, say ×2, but it's the version 2, because I've had a few problems with it. I've looked on the internet and other people have a few problems with it. The instructions aren't probably that clear, so I want to try and there are other people that have put videos up on YouTube, and I'll do shout outs to them as we get on. But we'll do a quick demonstration. We're all set up outside, the PC's on ready, so we'll have a look at getting this set up and showing you the problems that I've had with it, but the solutions that I've come up with speaking to other YouTubers. So as I mentioned before, it was Oscar Fox, his YouTube channel. He uploaded a video of how to use the Trangia Multi-fuel burner version 2 without it sooting, and here's a link. So ultimately what I've got in here is petrol. Now, in Trangia's defence, they do say not to use engine fuel, petrol, because of the additives that they use. But what I've done is filled up from Asda, so it's cheap fuel and it's got additives in it. But you can see from previous times it's just sooted up, and I've cooked on a yellow flame. But it's not nice because just everything just turns to soot, as you can see. But the instructions, so these are the instructions for this model. I'll put a close-up link to it, but it says pump about 20 full strokes. I've looked on Amazon. There is an Amazon user that's posted this up, and people are having problems using this by the instructions. So I've let all the pressure out of there. All I'm going to do is pump it 7 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not the instructed 20. So I get my Trangia 27 out. So 27 is the smaller version, but with the higher number. And yesterday, because the 27 comes with 2 bowls, I was going to use the one bowl for cooking in and the other bowl for the dog's food bowl. But as it transpired, that didn't happen. So this gets thread through there. Hopefully you can hear me because the wind's picked up a bit. I got the mic on. I'm trying to rush it, which is not ideal. So that's it placed in the lower part of the Trangia. This then screws on there. And you know what? Oh, I've got a light here. And on here, you've got on and off. So when the tank's like that, it's sucking up fuel. When the tank's on that, it's just sucking on the air. So we'll put it on, giving it seven pumps. We'll get some fluid in the bottom. Let it heat up a bit. It's not too windy today, so I can afford not to have the top windscreen on for the purposes of the camera. So the fuel's off. There's no fuel going into it now apart from the fuel that was just used to prime it. I don't want it to go out. Still spluttering, probably not heated up properly, but there you go, blue flame. It's better with the windbreak. You can still see it in there. That's just with 7 pumps. Now let's just see, that's the fuel on full on the canister, so let's keep pumping it and see what happens with the flame. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. See? Yellow flame. So don't do what the instruction tells you to do, and don't pump it for 20 times, sorry. Right, let's turn it off. And I'll do a comparison of how the flame is from cold, priming it with 20 pumps. Just while this is cooling down, I think another important note to make is that when you're carrying this in its case, and in the case you get the burner, you get the canister, you get the multi-tool and the other jet for burning whatever it is. That's how much notice of that is. That when all this is in your pack and you're hiking into your location, this is getting shook up, so the pressure is building up in this even before you add more pressure to it. So if you probably put 7 pumps into this, it's could relate to the 20 that you don't want. So what I always do is when I get to my location and I'll start cooking, is just release the pressure, and you can see the bit of the fuel coming out. Then when you put your 7 pumps in, you know that it's 7. It's not 7 plus whatever pressure's in there that's built up from getting to your location. This is still a bit warm, so we'll give it. But you can see all the soot's come out of that now. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, when I first got it, I was like quite frustrated with it because all I just got was yellow flame and just coating everything in black. But with a bit of perseverance and a bit of research, I think I've sussed it. So I'm doing this for everyone else that's frustrated. Also, on the Trangia instructions for the burner, I've downloaded it onto my computer so I can put it into the video. But it's got, there you go. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll put it on the video. I'll do a screen capture. So it says possible causes of unstable yellow flame: insufficient priming, incorrect jet, excessive pressure in the fuel bottle due to excessive pumping, old or poor quality fuel. So they kind of covered themselves in saying that there's not enough pressure or there's too much pressure, yet the instructions say 20 pumps. So how are you flipping supposed to know? You probably noticed the MSR in the background. Now, I don't want to say that one's better than the other, or vice versa. I just wanted to do a comparison as to why one's doing one and the other one's not doing one. So in here I've got, get this childproof cap off. These are a nightmare. I wish I hadn't bought them. So in there's unleaded fuel again, the same stuff that's in there. So in the MSR pack you get the pump. I'll just put some mess in there to prime it with, but to be honest I don't really bother anymore. And you get the burner. I think this is the Whisper Light version. And this, as you can see, has had quite a bit of use. But I'll get this set up and in fact no, you can always fast forward it. Just give the end a lick. Okay, that's it pretty much set up. We'll prime this 20 times. Or a bit more, for good luck. So there's some pressure in there. We'll turn the tap on and fill the bottom and if I remember rightly it takes a while for it to come through. There we go. That's probably too much, that. Now with this, it does kind of go explosive on you. So let's just make everything, let's show everything. Probably should have a fire extinguisher really, shouldn't I? And somewhere to protect the glass table. This is probably why I don't use this too much in the tent, because it's quite explosive. So you can hear it hissing slightly. Is it up to temperature? It's quite windy, but so that's had 20 pumps in that, so there's some pressure in that. As you can see, that's a perfect blue flame, apart from when the wind blows it. So I don't know what the difference is between this setup and the Trangia setup. But this, you know, you don't want them big flames, and you're flipping 500, £1,000 tent. So we'll turn that off and see if the Trangia is. Yeah, that's cold now. So let's get that set back up. So what we'll do now is we'll prime it the 20 times as per the Trangia instructions, but I'll just let the pressure go out this bottle so we know that when 20 goes in, that is 20. Lie the bottle down on the on position. Open the valve just to prime it. Turn it back off. Just let that heat up. And then once it's heated up, hear it whistling then. Just put that on there just to keep the wind off it a little bit. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see what's going on in there. Just to keep the wind off it a bit. Now it's dying down slowly. Turn on the valve. And what we got is quite a sooty flame. As you can see, it's yellow, and that's what turns all your pots black. When there's still got heat coming off it, you can still cook on it, and I've still cooked on it before with the yellow flame, but it just makes a real mess of things. So that just proves that how you prime it affects your flame. So we'll turn the bottle over onto the off position. The thing about Cairn Terriers is they love to dig. Don't have a Cairn Terrier if you've got a nice garden, because they'll just dig it up. Bonnie, what are you doing? Hey, look at the mess you've made there. But we got no nice plants, so it's fine. She can dig as much as she wants. Obviously, with the soot that's built up in there, you're going to clean your jets out, or find yourself cleaning the jets. So the 2 days off wasn't a total waste of time. Today I've had a play with the Trangia and had a look at it. If you got any comments or thoughts or ideas, you know, leave a comment below. Yeah, hope it helps. If it does, fantastic. Anyway, we'll hope to see you on the next wild camp, which hopefully will be a success. Right, take care. God bless. Bye bye. So the wind's picked up a bit, but hopefully the fuzzy cap on top of the microphone will still enable you to hear me. So there's no pressure in there. Let's do the recommended 20 as per the Trangia instructions. Oh, do you know what? What a